Doctrines in Company Law is the series which we are dealing with now. And in this series, today let's discuss about Doctrine of Constructive Notice and Doctrine of Indoor Management. Normally, both these doctrines we discuss together because they are supplementary and complementary to each other. So, in this video, let's see what is this doctrine, Doctrine of Constructive Notice and Doctrine of Indoor Management. Okay, yeah, let's see. Doctrine of Constructive Notice. This principle of company law tells us that Memorandum of Association and Articles of Association of a company are public documents. Both these documents are important documents in a company and they are public documents. What does it mean? That means anyone who is dealing with the company is supposed to read those documents and then decide whether to have a deal or not. If you have any kind of dealing with the company, it could be buying the shares, it could be entering into a contract, it could be even taking up a job, it could be even becoming a director, any kind of dealing with the company. Before that, you are expected to read memorandum and articles and understand what are the rules and regulations within the company and how company is dealing with the outside world. As we know, memorandum determines how company will deal with the outside world. Articles will determine how company will deal with its own people. Both of them are public documents and anyone who is dealing with the company is expected to read both these documents. And therefore, in case if there is any problem later you cannot complain that I didn't know this about the company or I wasn't aware that this is the way how company does activities or how this is the way how company deals with people, because you are supposed to read both these documents and you are supposed to know these things, and your lack of knowledge regarding the affairs and the activities of the company cannot be used as an excuse. Okay, so it goes back to the old principle saying that knowing law is your responsibility. Ignorantia juris dominum excusat. That means ignorance of law is not an excuse. Similarly, Doctrine of Constructive Notice says that since memorandum and articles are public documents, you are supposed to read it before entering into any kind of dealing with the company. But at the same time, there is some complaints about this doctrine, because in the real world, practical sense, it is not possible for anyone, particularly a layman, to understand, even after reading memorandum and articles, the complexities of company administration and the complicated affairs of the company is not for a layman to easily understand, even if he reads articles and memorandum. And therefore, this particular doctrine is termed as an unreal doctrine because it does not address the practical realities of the corporate world. Okay, and therefore, what happened? Doctrine of Indoor Management was developed. Now, what is this doctrine? This doctrine says that even though you have read memorandum and articles, there are so many things which happens within the company which you may not be able to understand if you are an outsider. See, suppose you are dealing with the company, you have no knowledge exactly what is happening inside the company. Your knowledge of memorandum and article may not be enough to understand exactly practical sense how things are happening in the company, isn't it? And therefore this doctrine or this principle of indoor management says that an outsider, a total outsider who has no knowledge about the company, after reading memorandum and articles, he has a right to presume that things are happening in the same way how it appears in the memorandum and articles, and in case if it is not so, it is not his problem. Okay, so I have read memorandum, I have read articles, and then I am assuming that this is the way how things are happening in the company. Not happening in that way, that is the company's problem, not the problem of the one who is entering into a contract, and therefore doctrine of indoor management can be called as an exception to the doctrine of constructive notice. Okay, even though these are public documents, even though it is available for me to read, I will only read. That does not mean that I know everything about the company, and beyond my knowledge, if anything is happening in the company, I am not responsible. Okay, that is doctrine of indoor management, and therefore doctrine of constructive notice is there. It is still a valid doctrine, but doctrine of indoor management is an exception to that doctrine. Okay. Now, whenever we talk about doctrine of indoor management, we must talk about this particular case law as well. Royal British Bank versus Target. This case law, which was decided in 1856, is still acting as the fundamental rule of doctrine of indoor management. Let's see what happened. In this particular case, the company's rule, or according to Articles of Association of the company is allowing borrowing via bonds, provided there is a resolution passed in the general meeting of the company. Okay, so as per the articles, company is allowing borrowing via bonds, provided there is a resolution passed in the meeting. Okay, so an outsider will read the article, and when the company is allowing you borrowing via bond, actually in this particular case, the company issued bonds. Okay, and later realized that that particular resolution which was required to be passed before borrowing was not done. Okay, but the court held that this kind of borrowing will definitely make the company liable, because it is written in the article, and if it is not done by the company, it is the company's problem, not the problem of an outsider, or not the problem of the one who is dealing with the company, because as far as a borrower is concerned, he has every right to presume that things are happening the way how it should happen, according to articles and according to memorandum. Okay, so later this came to be known as Turkant rule. So now we say doctrine of indoor management or Turkant rule. It is the same. It means that you must read memorandum and articles before dealing with the company, but at the same time, once you know these things, you have every right to presume that things are happening the same way. You cannot and you are not supposed to go to the company and check what is happening inside. Okay, so these are two doctrines, doctrine of constructive notice, and an exception to that doctrine is doctrine of indoor management. These are very important principles in company law. Okay, now at the same time, this doctrine of indoor management also has certain exceptions. Let's see what are they. Yeah. If the party who is dealing with the company has already knowledge about the irregularities happening within the company, that means company's memorandum says something, article says something, but that is not the way how it is happening, the person already has knowledge, then he cannot take the excuse of doctrine of indoor management. Okay. Second, if there is a ground for the party to have some reasonable doubt that things are not happening correctly inside the company, he may not have exact knowledge, but he has reason to believe that there are things which are not happening the way how it should be. In that case also, he cannot take the protection of this doctrine. Actions which are void ab initio. Void ab initio means any transaction in which, for example, forged documents are involved. It is your duty to verify the document's validity and quality of your transaction. There you cannot be carefree, and then you cannot escape by saying it is doctrine of indoor management. Instead, validity, quality, etc. of the documents and the actions you should verify. You should be entering into contracts which are void. You should not be entering into contracts which are void. Rather, you should check the validity of the transactions. So, void ab initio transactions will not get the protection of doctrine of indoor management. Okay, now anything which is outside the apparent authority of the officer with whom you are dealing with. Say for example, you are having a dealing with company secretary and you are aware that what company secretary can do or what he cannot do, and the dealing which you are making with the company secretary is apparently outside his authority. Then you cannot take the excuse of doctrine of indoor management. Okay. And the last one, without reading articles, without reading memorandum, if you enter into the contract, enter into any contract with the company, there you cannot get the protection of doctrine of indoor management. What it says, you should read the memorandum and articles, understand it possibly, because these are public documents. Without reading any of these documents, you should not enter into contract. If you do so, you will not get the protection of doctrine of indoor management. Okay, so this is all about doctrine of constructive notice and doctrine of indoor management. Okay, see you in another video with another topic. If you have any doubts, comments, suggestions, put in the comment box. I'll be happy to help.